Hey there, everybody. This is Amy, and welcome to the Intuitive Angel Facebook Live show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dave. I'm the voice in the background.
He is, and we're going to be doing amazing fairy readings today. So you're going to go, and we're having one of the issues we've had before, where it goes light and it goes dark. So you're just going to have to put up with it. see what actually happens. Okay, so I have some very exciting news. Dave, could you go get me a copy of one of those books there in the box?
All right.
My new book. I have now. No. Oh, okay. He moved it. All right. So my new book, Beginnings of the Tomorrows. So that's backwards right now, but it's Beginnings of the Tomorrows is out, and it's about the future. And we've been talking a lot about evolution and what's been happening with evolution. And so this book is just all about it. And it's the first time I've ever done anything in a timely manner. So it just came out as the evolution is going by. And if you wish to order a copy of the book, it's just $20. And it's 630-554-5040. All you have to do is, don't pay attention to Dave in the background. All you have to do is just give me a call or text me that you'd like a copy of the book, and I'll call you about how we pay for it and then ship it out. Shipping is on me for the next 30 days, so that's pretty good. And I think you'll really enjoy the book because it gives you the tools that we need in order to move forward. And so one of those tools is magic. And I know for a lot of you, magic is a bad word because it was like something that people did who were into changing the world or changing fate, and it was against God. But then so would wishing be against God, and then so would miracles. So magic is working in harmony, like a symphony, with the wishes of the angels and the wishes of God. So magic is something that each of us has inside of us. Magic is something that is open to every single living being. And so our centers for magic are opening now, which is really exciting because of the new evolution. So we have to start, hello everybody, hi. We have to start making use of this. We have to be our magical selves. And I want to tell you that that's not easy to be your magical self, but you have to trust that you can create the beautiful things in life, the amazing things that are going to open up doorways for you and open up doorways to joy. And the first thing about magic is to always be joyful. Magic, if you're going to heal somebody, say, who has a broken leg, you don't want to worry about the bones healing. That is God's work. But if you help them to be joyful, if you help them to laugh a little, if you help them to think about how nice it is to have the downtime while their broken leg is healing, if you give them a chance to write a book or be with a friend, if you make that idea, that wish, that spell, you give them healing, because it's that healed them. And so, like, for the last year, I've had a series of different things happen to me, and so the magic of that was that, oh my God, my whole life changed because of it, and not in a bad way at all, in a very good way. And so here are all of you, and we just topped the charts. How many views did we get, Dave?
We got a little over 6,100 views.
6,100 views, yeah. That's amazing, because we were doing really well, we thought, at 1,200 views, and suddenly it just took off. So now...
Well, we want to welcome all of our friends from Scotland who are watching.
Hi,
and our
Scotland.
friends...
Hi, Brazil.
Hola, Brazil.
Yeah, hola, Brazil. So we're very excited that we have so many people all over the world watching us, and so many people in the United States watching us, and we're very excited to work with you and help you have magical and wonderful lives. Now, with the fairy readings, we're going to pick a fairy, and we're going to show you the fairy card, what your fairy looks like. Then I'm going to use the Gypsy Witch cards to tell you what the fairy is trying to say. So it's a little bit different. There's a beautiful book that comes with this. It's called The Fairy Oracle. It's one of the most well-written, beautiful books I've read in a long time. But for this purpose of this show, we're just going to do one fairy and then see what that fairy has to say for you, okay? Alrighty. So Dave, who do we have first? Or what?
All right.
Oh, we have
She
one-
just did the international symbol for, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. If you're here next week I will be starting the online classes again. So those of you who've been so patient. Right now I've still been meeting with contractors about the house and doing things, and so I just never know when I'll have the time. But next week I start, but this week, for those of you who are in the area, if you want to come on by, we're going to be doing a double class. We're going to be doing the rock and roll meditation, and then we're going to be doing spoon bending. So you can try this at home, all right? So you listen to your favorite oldies station or your favorite music station, but it has to be music that gets your blood flowing. And maybe you dance around a little bit, and you smile and you laugh and you remember the song, right? Okay, so then what you do is you take a spoon and you just rub the tang. That's the part where the bowl of the spoon attaches to the handle of it. So you just gently rub the tang while you're laughing and you're listening to your music. Go back and forth, and every once in a while you do a little bend. You just kind of test it. What will happen is your physical energy coming out of your fingers will soften the molecules. So eventually, when you go to do a little test bend, just very gently, it'll be like chewing gum, right, Dave? Is that what it felt like? Like it's like suddenly you have a stick of chewing gum that you can just bend, and then you just bend it all the way. The interesting thing is that there'll be no fractures, so it's not brute strength. It's just as if you're a metallurgist and you were just softening the metal and it just bends. So when we were moving, we found bent spoons everywhere. They were everywhere from when I had been practicing and doing things. So it's not a trick. It's just human energy. And if you want to be with other people and do it, you can be here at 2343 Douglas Road, Oswego, Illinois, at 7 p.m. on Friday.
And if you have any trouble finding the place, 630-554-5040, that beautiful phone number behind Amy's head.
Right there.
And
she did
for
it backwards, so you
for
can see it.
everything.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that should be a lot of fun. I'll be playing, and we'll have a little
Dave is going to
sing-along.
do the playing and singing along, get the energy up, make everybody laugh. Maybe somebody will get up and dance. It'll be so fun. You can chair dance. It'll be good. And then we're going to do the spoon bending, and I swear everyone will be able to do it. So it'll
And
be
the
so much
class is absolutely free. It's made possible by your kind and generous donations.
fun. Okay, perfect.
All righty. Well, let's get on with some readings here, Amy. We've got quite a few.
Alrighty.
And one last thing, tell your friends and neighbors, having a little trouble with the live feed on my phone. So if you're coming in late and just now posting up a request for a reading, might not be able to get to you.
Oh, okay.
So very sorry, but these are the people that have messaged us and emailed us over the past week.
And I'll be posting next week's readings right away after the show, so you can just type in and be one of the first to get a reading.
Okay, Candace is first. We got about 40 tonight, Amy.
Okay.
Candace is first. August 29th, 1952, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, so the fairies are in groups. So there are fairies that do nothing but sing. So if you've ever been outside and the wind is kind of blowing and you swear you hear sweet voices, those are the singers of the chalice. They're very beautiful. And so all these little dots are the fairies, and they're all around. The chalice represents the Word of God. So they're the ones that are celebrating God in your life. So Candace, you have a beautiful relationship with God. And the Gypsy Witch cards are telling me that they're telling you, they're recognizing your work. They're saying that, Candace, you are doing really well. We're very, very proud of you. We are here to help you. We're here to help you move forward in your work. Then they're telling you that one of the most important things, this is the park, and it's to take that time to be outside. These particular fairies, the singers of the chalice, they are outside. They need you to be out in nature. They need you to go out and take a breath. And they're then saying, please be careful. Luckily, the card is, the door is facing inward, okay, of the safe. They're saying they're going to give you ways to make new money, so that the song in your heart will open up ideas and inspirations in order to make new money, and that you'll be very successful. Don't worry about this one because it points to the outside, which is good. So good luck, Candace. July is going to be a wonderful time for you. Take care.
All right.
Okay.
That's our printer printing.
Okay, yay. Why is it doing
I
that?
don't know. There's an on-off switch over there. You can hit that.
Okay. We'll just let it go. It's okay. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Marcia is next. Marcia.
Marcia.
September 22nd, 1954, from Morris, Illinois. She's a Virgo.
Okay. You have Horiab. He is the fairy of, he dwells in dark places. It's not that he is depressing or anything evil or terrible or anything like that, but he is the one who cuts through to the truth of things. So that might be, we are all in denial all the time. So when he comes, he says you can't be in denial anymore. Most of my clients will say that they've had a happy childhood, that their parents were wonderful, and that everything was good. Really and truly, that is the truth. However, if you're experiencing things in this life, then there was something that frightened you as a child, and he's that demon in the closet. He's that guy who jumps out of the closet. So he's not bad, but he's trying to tell you you have to face it now as an adult. So what do the Gypsy Witch cards say? They say it's a worry about abundance. So it may be that you overheard your parents talking about not having enough money, or that maybe they had too many children, or maybe one child was too many. But the pig always represents abundance, so it's got something to do with money. Next, it's got to do with taking time to be a child. So when parents are worried about money, sometimes they put pressure on a child to go out there and to grow up. You can't be childlike. So, and then the whole of it is he's telling you to let go of that. You're going to be fine. You can play. And when you do, the sun will come out and everything is going to be really, really good. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
That
Thank
was
you, Marcia.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Mary's next.
Okay, Mary.
All right. Serena, Canada. Hello, Canada. Have a super week, she says. You two are looking great. Thank you. She was born, let's see, May 30th, 1951.
This one is the Fairy of Laughter. So we'll see what the Fairy of Laughter. Now, mind you, when the Fairy of Laughter comes, you can have you cannot be laughing. So it doesn't mean that everything around you is funny. What he's saying is you got the mountain card. So the Fairy of Laughter is saying, instead of looking ahead and thinking, oh my God, how am I ever going to climb all these mountains? What am I going to do? You want to look at those mountains and think of ways to fly. How am I going to fly over that mountain? And it's going to be so much fun. And maybe I can just levitate and think silly thoughts, because he's telling you that laughter is going to get you where you want to go, nothing else, being in despair. And that if you do laugh, there'll be good news, which is really good. And then the third card, is if you laugh, your laughter will turn into a roar and those mountains will disappear because you are actually very, very powerful. So the more you laugh, the more powerful you get. So you're going to have a very good, powerful July. So take care.
There you go, Mary. Thank you very much. All right, Susan's next.
Susan.
September 9th, 1959, at Tinley Park, Illinois.
It's Pook.
It's what?
Pook. That's the fairy's name. It's Pook. It's the fairy that comes in the night, that little bit of light. That
Looks like an alien.
No, it's the those people who see orbs. This is the fairy that's in a lot of those orbs. So this particular fairy comes with dreamtime information for you, things that maybe during the day you don't pay attention to. And let's see what Pook is saying. Pook is saying that there's good omens, good things are coming, that the moon is going to be full soon, and that it's time to go out and appreciate that moon energy, that wonderful feminine energy. And let's see what else. And then he's saying that, you're at a crossroads right now. So you're looking for which way to go. So you're stuck. You're hanging out in the middle. But it's okay to choose a road. It doesn't make any difference which one you choose when you're hanging out in the middle. Maybe you don't want to go down one you've been down before. But if you go forward and it doesn't look right, you can always turn back. He's saying don't be afraid of the journey. The journey is the thing. So you don't have to worry whether or not that crossroad was perfect for you. What you have to worry about is it going to be adventuresome and wonderful? That's the big thing. And then journey. So don't be afraid to take that journey. Go to that seminar, go to that class, or just go to the beach. He's saying that in order to find what you're looking for, it's not there in your bedroom. It's down the way a bit. So go ahead and take a little journey. And you have a good July. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Susan, for messaging us on Facebook. We appreciate it. All right. Karen is next. Karen Marie. She's an Aries from Yorkville.
Okay, Karen Marie, you have Bodoth. So Bodoth is a explorer.
Isn't that what you shoot into your eyes to make the wrinkles go away?
No.
Shoot
Botox.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Bodoth. Okay, so Bodoth is about, he brings sense to confusion. He is the point of light that helps you to understand what's happening to you. And so let's see what he's talking about right now. He said that you're afraid of abundance. That's interesting. And you know what? Many of us are. Many of us don't know. I was just talking to my publisher when she dropped off the new book, and she said, you know, you're going to be really well known. And I was like, great. And she looked at me, she goes, you don't like that? And I said, well, actually, no. Right now I value my friends, my people on my show, and my privacy. And, you know, when you've been moving, you're really tired. And the idea of having a schedule that's 7 days a week, making appearances and stuff does not really appeal to me. That's what this fish means for you. It means that you have to be able to tolerate having that abundance and good fortune in your life. And it takes a little bit of working out to be able to do that. Okay, next one. He says, your mind shatters. So that this is monkey mind. So you want to be safe. You want to figure out the 72 different alternative ways to do something so that you can analyze it and pick the very best. It isn't going to work. It isn't. Sometimes you just have to move forward. And then what the bear instinct is to just go ahead and do it. That you trust in God. You trust that Bodoth is going to be able to help you see the exact right solution, and you're going to move forward. This is the bear market. It means you really can't help but be successful in July. Okay, sweetie, take care.
All right, there you go, Karen. Thank you very much. And if you're just joining us, don't forget about, of course, the Friday night mediumship class, 7 o'clock, 2343 Douglas Road in Oswego. And, of course, I'm going to be doing a rock and roll meditation. Funny, I just thought I was going to get everybody in the mood. I didn't know we were going to do a full rock and roll meditation.
Surprise.
Yeah, well, there you go. And I have to change the emails now. Well, I put me in the email, but I didn't put the rock and roll meditation part.
Oh, that's okay.
Just that I was playing music. But anyway, because we're going to go into spoon bending afterwards.
Right, because you raise the energy when you're able to look at the music, when you're able to dance and feel it and laugh. Laugh at the other people who are singing along, have such a good time. And it's laughter that creates miracles, honestly. You know, oming and doing all this kind of stuff and being centered, that's good. But laughing, a good hearty belly laugh with friends, being with them and feeling that you can talk and share, that's what's really important. And then your potential unlocks and the whole room lifts, and it's just the best thing. And you can, if you're not able to come here, do it yourself. Join us in your mind. Join us in your heart, and it's going to be wonderful.
Okay, it's happening Friday night, right here at 2343 Douglas Road in beautiful Oswego at our new location. And the class is totally free. It's by donation.
All the time.
All righty. So next reading. Here I have an interesting one. This was emailed to us. It says, hi, my name's Catherine. I'm a Capricorn, born January 2nd, 1956 in Chicago, Illinois. I'm Illinois.
You Oklahoma person.
I'm reading it, so it came out that way. Anyway, I'm currently living in Kelso, Washington. Some years ago, I had attended one of your Ask Your Angels weekends, and one of the readings said that I had fairies with me. And I remember being a little disappointed with that because my sister told me she had angels with her.
Oh.
Now I embrace my fairies and love having them with me. This should be interesting, she says.
Okay, so the fairies are way more accessible and can really change your life on a day-to-day basis more so than the angels. The fairies are there to fix the printer. They're there to fix the iPad. They're there to help you decide what to have for dinner. They're like a best friend, sister, brother, lover standing next to you all the time and helping you to get through the day. So in your case, you have Heft, and he's a flitter. He's the everyday kind of fairy, the fairy that he would help you through your day, give you information. Many people who say, I was driving along and a voice said, don't go left as you normally do, turn right. That's the fairies. Now, the confusion comes because they work for the angels. So how it works is God, angels, fairies. And the fairies are here to help us with the things of the earth. The angels are there to help us with the things of our heart and our connection to God. But everyday life, doing the dishes, fixing the dishwasher, getting ourselves organized, that's really important. And so these particular types of fairies, the fluters, they're the ones that are helping with the everyday things. So it means that you have access to a lot of really good practical information. You don't need Alexas. You don't need anybody to help you. You don't need to go and say, "Hey Siri," you have that information right next to you. So let's see what he has to say to you. And they're very. You can often find them in gardens, or if you have a little shelf with plants. They tend to like that, and they also like a little bit of cake. So if you buy donuts or something, you can put a few crumbs of cake and a little dab of honey. They really enjoy it. They're physical beings fairies, so they like that kind of a thing. And you won't get, Dave is looking at me skeptically, but you won't get ants or anything like that. It's just, and it will disappear, which is really amazing. So try it. Try giving your fairies a treat. This card is the mentor card. So what this card says is that don't be afraid to gather together and look for advice, that's going to be okay. And then this is like go to a class, have a mentor, go to a class. So you're going to go to a class and you're going to learn something, and that he's really happy for you to be learning. Oh, this is nice. And you're going to learn things about the matters of the heart. So your heart is going to open up, and you're going to understand some things you haven't understood in a long while. And he's actually doing the happy dance, because this is going to open up whole new doorways for you to understand about how things are working in your life. Yay. Okay, take care.
All right. Thank you, Catherine. Joanne's next. She's an Aries from Yorkville, or another Aries from Yorkville. Isn't that amazing?
Okay, Epona. This is really cute. She's the fairy of wild laughter, just what we were talking about. The kind of thing, she's really beautiful, isn't she? So she's the fairy that gets you laughing so hard that you're actually crying, you can't stop laughing. She wants you to have that release. It's very nice if you have young children in your life, because wild laughter is their gift, isn't it? And so I have my grandchildren. We have whole days where we do nothing but just dance and laugh and do crazy things. So she wants you to let go of being serious, stop worrying about things, don't analyze anything, and just have some wild laughter. And let's see what you can laugh about. She says here that you can laugh about good fortune. So what is good fortune anyway? Is it good fortune that you got to sleep an extra 10 minutes? Is it good fortune that you have a good lunch? Is it good fortune that you have somebody gave you $1 million? Whatever it is, it's such a blessing, you can just laugh about it. And then, this is really nice. The lilies say, you can laugh about the fact that you have a happy life, but maybe your family doesn't. Maybe you're the chosen one, and that's perfectly okay. And then lastly, she wants you to laugh about thunderstorms, lightning, bad things that are happening. She wants you to laugh in the face of it. And most cultures actually, when bad things are happening, they'll go to the door and they'll laugh and they'll hold their bellies and they'll laugh hysterically. That's your like Eskimos and your northern Indians and things like that, because they feel that laughter chases away evil. So she's teaching you how to do that, how to chase away the storm by laughing. It's really exciting, Joanne. Take care.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Kim. She's a Leo from Kansas City.
Okay, Kim, these are the soul shrinkers. They're a little bit, it takes a little bit of explanation to know what they are. See, this is the face here and the eye. They're the ones, not that you want to be, here, I'll show Dave. See? Can you see the face?
I feel that way some mornings.
You look that way, Dave, actually. Thank you. Okay, so the soul shrinkers are things, they're fairies, and they don't want you to take chances. They come out and they say, it's going to be a terrible day. However, your job is to just laugh at them and to prove them wrong. The more you prove them wrong, the more the scales fall from their eyes and the more beautiful they become. Because they're the people, well, you have friends that are soul shrinkers. They don't want you to take risks. They don't want you to do things. They don't want you to spend their money. They want you to be safe. I have family members like that. And so what you do is not defy them. You listen to them because sometimes they have good things to say. So he's saying, watch out for foxy people. Watch out for people who are going to fool you. That's not a bad bit of advice. He's also saying, watch out for strife. Get yourself prepared to fight. So that's interesting. He wants you to be tougher, have some fighting skills, have some debating skills out there to get your point across. And then he's saying, then you'll be able to party. When you have those two things in place, then you can do what you want to do. So if you're saying, I'm going to go out with the girls, the soul shrinker said, don't do that. Watch out for foxy people. Watch out for fighting. And then you can go play. All right, so you have to listen to them because they're a blessing in themselves. Okay, take care, dear.
All right, Kathy's next. August 10th, 1980, from Merrillville, Indiana. She's a Leo.
Okay. There's another kind of a fairy that's called a pixie. Pixies are more about mischief, natural things. They tend to not be deep intellectuals, but they like to celebrate life and nature. They're lighthearted, even though they appear here in this drawing as a little scary. They're not at all. They're the you know what? They're like the sock hiders. They're the ones who hide that sock, so you can't ever find it.
Well, then why did we name a candy after them?
Pixies? I don't know. Maybe they just thought it was cool. I have no
Oh,
idea,
okay.
Dave.
Well,
But that is a profound question.
I just thought
Where
I'd
did the
ask.
name Pixie come from on those little chocolate candies with the nuts and the caramel? I don't know.
They're delicious.
They are.
Okay.
So the pixie is telling you that love is right around the corner. It's funny that this card came up because this is one of the most powerful cards in the deck that I use. It indicates a certainty that there's going to be love. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic love necessarily, but it's the kind of love that you feel deep inside your heart. It could be a new child or a grandchild or a pet, but it's a profound type of love. So they're telling you, get ready because your heart's going to swell and you're going to have all this love in it. And then they're telling you, snake has something to tell you. Now, mind you, pixies would not think of snake in the Christian way. They think of snake in the way that the indigenous people think of snake as wise. So they're saying, listen to the wisdom of the earth. When your heart opens up, the wisdom of the earth will tell you how to handle it. And then lastly, that perhaps the place where you're living right now isn't nourishing you. So they might want you to move. So that they will bedevil you if you don't move. So if you haven't been thinking of moving and it's not something that's on your mind, at least print out a couple of homes on realtor.com or something. Make them happy. Put them up and say, in the future, when the time is right, I'll move here. Because then they'll stop bedeviling you so much. If you do want to move, ask them to help you and show you exactly the right place to be. And I'm telling you, moving, although really, really hard, has been glorious at the same time. It's been one of the best things I ever did. All right, who's next?
Okay, there you go, Kathy. Thank you. Debbie's next, September 7th, 1955, from Yorkville, Illinois.
Okay, these are, they're in the fairy realm, and they're your friends. you know how a little child can have the stuffed animal they go to sleep with? This is what the friends are all about. The friends are about coming to help you. They stand next to each other, and the two of them give you advice and help you. They're a beautiful duet of information for you. So having fairies that are friends is one of the nicest things you can possibly have. So let's see what they want to tell you. They're telling you that if you've had a string of bad luck lately, it's over. That's very important to know. That don't be looking over your shoulder because there's no reason to. And they're saying that partnership is in the future for you. Actually, I'd give like around July 15th, so that, because sometimes as a psychic, the number comes up in your head. So about July 15th, there's going to be some kind of partnership, someone who's going to help you navigate life, which is nice. And then lastly, this is the one where it's the rod, but it says that the partnership is going to help you move away from friends that don't honor you, who kind of suck you dry, the people who call you up or text you or email you, where it's the same question all the time. And so you're not going to dump them necessarily, but you're going to be moving away, not so available to them. And so when you do that, you're going to free up a lot of time, so the friends will take you on a journey and help you to learn all about life and how much fun it can be. Okay.
All right, thank you, Debbie. We appreciate it. Next up, we have Donna, September 7th, 1956, from Oak Lawn. She says, love that you're enjoying your new home.
I am. It's just so good. Okay, this is List of the Shadows. Sometimes it feels as if your options are narrowing. I think narrowing options are actually the shadows or the darkness. When you don't feel as if you have much choice, that everything is not going the way you would love it to go. So Liz comes and she lights it up. Wow, the light just turned on too. Liz comes, she lights it up, and she shows you all of the options. And you might have thought you had 3, but you really have 144. It isn't that it's bad at all. So she's a very good one when you're feeling down. And you just say, Liz, tell me the options, and let's see what she has to say. She's saying that there is a mentor for you, a male, that's going to come forth and who has some information for you, probably a teacher of some kind. She's saying that anything you decide to do in July is going to be successful, so that don't think you're being silly. Many of us make a decision and then worry about the silliness, okay? Don't worry about that, because nothing you do is going to be silly. Even if it's not quote-unquote successful, you'll have learned something from it, which is really important. And then lastly, oh, this is so nice, that all of the clouds and all of the darkness that has been with you is just going to be pushed away by the white fluffy clouds. And at the end of this month, any depression you've been suffering or anything that's made you feel bad, it's just going to evaporate. And so you're going to be taking the road to success and out of the darkness. How nice is that? Okay, take care. Okay, Dave.
All right.
I was worried about Dave there. I thought he was taking a nap or something.
Oh, goodness, no, not me. Okay, next up is Anna.
Hi, Anna.
And we have no other information.
Okay, Anna. There's a group of people. This one is named Gigu, and he's part of the Stuvu. They're the plant fairies. They're the ones that, they're in your ivy. Actually, he's one of the ones when I wrote that about seeing fairies in a garden, in Elspeth's Garden in Scotland, this was one of the fairies that I saw. So they come out from the leaves of the fairies, from the leaves of the plants. They hide in a tangle of ivies, or in the little garden on the side of your house, or in the garden.
Why do they hide?
Well, they're shy. They're nature fairies, and they're not used to people all that much. But they are used to plants, and they are used to helping the plants to help you. So plants can help you. I think he's really cool, actually. So who I saw at the time, I thought he was just a little old man. I didn't realize, like, this one is probably quite young in this picture, but that's just how he looks. So I thought they were little old wise people, but they are wise because they deal with the earth all the time. So let's see what their wisdom is. He says your ship is coming in. he said, you don't know it, but that you have to kind of go down to the dock. You have to meet the ship. You have to take a risk. You have to get out of the house. And it's okay because he'll take care of all the plants. He'll have your nest ready for you when you come home. And this is back in pioneer days, there weren't, they didn't have cloth and stuff like that. So they had to wait for the ship to come in. So your resources are going to come in. Then he's telling you that when that happens, you're going to have the experience of having a shepherd, somebody coming into your life that's going to help you to take care of things, to take care of decisions and things that are bedeviling you, but he'll just take care of it for you. That's really nice. And then lastly, that you're going to enjoy at the end of the month the key to success. So that you're going to drop worries from your shoulders. He's going to help you. And I swear you'll see as it happens, all the plants around wherever it is you are going to just flourish. It's going to be so beautiful. You'll have to let me know. Okay, take care.
Okay. Next up is Ute.
Hi, Ute.
She's a Scorpio from Lockport.
Okay, let's see who. Ooh, Ute. Ha. This is so funny, Ute, because this is, her name is Penelope, the Dreamweaver. And I've been telling you many times about Dreamweavers. So what she allows you to do is to look at somebody and see where they should go. Have the dream of the perfection for them. You have to learn first to have the dream for yourself. She's really beautiful, isn't she? So Ute gets a beautiful fairy. Dreamweavers take the strings of light that comes out of us, and then they weave beautiful tapestries of possibilities for us. So in the future, the people who are joy bringers are going to be the Dreamweavers. So she's with you to help you to bring the joy, be the joy bringer, have the right things to say to people at the right time, so everything is always wonderful. Yay. Okay, and then let's see. Oh, wait.
I'll tell you, if I can add to that, well, I believe that Dreamweaver can get Ute through the night.
That's a song, right? Well,
I'm
okay.
sorry, I
didn't turn the 3 cards for you, but good health, loyalty, and good luck is how you're going to be weaving the dreams, which is really good. Take care, sweetie.
Now I've got an earworm.
Oh, no. Dreamweaver. How does it go?
Ooh, Dreamweaver. I believe you can get Ute through the night. All right, Sue's next.
Okay, Sue.
She's a Pisces from Naperville.
Lacey. She's a daughter of the king. So she is really pretty. See, look how pretty she is. And she is, what's the word for it? Precocious. She's trying to tempt you to go out, to have a good time, to do all kinds of interesting things. And she wants you to, be her friend, be her bestie. And so she might say, let's go shopping. And you say, oh, man, I don't want to shop. And she said, oh, yeah. Come on, let's just go look and see what's new. So you have to give in to that, because that energy of just being a little more material is what you're in right now and what you have to honor, okay? So just have fun with her. She wants you to beautify your house. That's what this is about, the centerpiece. She wants you to get married. She wants you to become the bride. She wants you to be joyful, make a party and have the most wonderful, beautiful time at the party. She wants you to plan something, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be get married, but that's what this is. That's the get married card, okay? And then the last one is, she wants you not to hang around with people who are downers. That's just, again, that's how she is. She'll really push you to go and elevate your energy. Everybody who she plays with would make really good spoon benders. All right, take care.
All right. Now, don't forget, speaking of spoon bending, don't forget, everybody, Friday night, the mediumship and psychic development class, we're going to have a rock and roll meditation to where I play music, get y'all up and excited and going, and then we drop down, we meditate, and then we're also going to do spoon bending, like Uri Geller claimed he could do, but we could actually do it.
Yeah, Uri Geller, they had a little video where he weakened the spoons by sawing through them. We don't have to do that. I don't even know why he would have done that. Maybe being on stage and everything makes it hard. because you don't have to cheat. And one time while I was teaching the class, and somebody said, well, can we do this with a plastic spoon? Because a plastic spoon would just bend and break, right, if you try to bend it. And I said, I don't know, I don't think there's a rule. So she was just rubbing the plastic spoon, and it just draped over her finger perfectly. No bending, no breaking or anything like that. It just went like Jello over her finger.
When was this?
That was the last one we did when we had the old center.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really good.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Gee, how cool. All righty, Martha's next. Actually, Lori is next.
Okay, Lori. Sorry, Martha.
April 26, 1966, from Aurora.
Okay. Okay, you already know this. You have the fairy of alchemy, the one who can change a situation from one situation to the other. The person who's looking for the magic in life. So you're looking for the magic in life. Your laughter, it can be magical. Your love in your heart can be magical. So this alchemy fairy helps you to be magical. And let's see what she wants you to be magical about. She wants you to chase away all the things that are stopping you from having money and being abundant. She wants you to shoo it away so that you will have a new relationship with money. More money is going to come in and less money is going to go out, which is good. And then the next one is she wants you to, this is the wedding ring, but it's also wholeness. She wants you to not be afraid anymore. She wants you to just be whole and know you can stand on your own. And when you do, then perhaps that perfect person who's going to be able to wear the ring and stand in the circle with you is going to be there for you. And then lastly, the last little bit of magic is the ending of how things were and the beginning of how things will be. So there's going to be a big change in your life around the end of July, and it's going to be joyful and wonderful. You're going to be expanding your horizons and doing different things and having such a good time. So she is always good news. Okay, take care, Martha.
All right. Molly's next. She's our friend from Asheville, North Carolina. She's a Taurus. She says, this looks awesome.
Ha! This one is so nice, Molly. Look at that. Actually, she's the child. So the beautiful fairy, that's the maiden, the little girl. She looks a little like my granddaughter. And you can see the balls that are coming. That's magic that's coming to her. So you're with her next to you, you're moving into a magical place where you're going to be having opportunities and things that you've been thinking about for a long time are going to come into being. That's very exciting. Watch for her because she's one of them that you can actually see quite often. She says that the outdoors is going to be very magical for you and that you have to begin to take some walks because she's going to teach you things on those walks. Next, she says that the stars, so taking a walk in the moonlight at night, the star is actually in the gypsy deck, the luckiest card in the deck. So the walking under the stars are going to unleash that luck for you. And then lastly, happy home, that when you do that, the sun will come out tomorrow, so it will help you to find the joy inside your home or another home, but the joy so that you're going to be just so totally and completely overwhelmed with joy and happiness that it'll be giddy. It's like playing with the cutest little kid in the world. So have fun in July, Molly. Take care.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Molly. Next up, Stacy's next. May 28th, 1963. She doesn't give her hometown, but she gives her maiden name as Carr.
Okay, Stacy. We haven't had any of the really, all the fairies are powerful, but we haven't had one of the huge, powerful fairies. But you have Solus. Look, he's beautiful, isn't he? Wow, he looks a little like Dave. And he is the creator of new destinies. He's the one who you say, I want to move to a new house, and then your house burns down because he just says, okay, I'm going to help you. So you want to be careful when you're with him to moderate the wishes that you send out because he is very powerful, and he does look into your soul, and he does have the power of the sun. And so if your soul is screaming that you need to move or you need to do something else, he might set that in motion, and you might not feel that you're exactly ready. He might also come to you in dreams. He can be a very powerful love image in a dream, okay? Because as a woman, the virility of him is so strong. But what you want to do is, instead of be entranced by him, you want to become the queen. You want to look at him and laugh, and you want to say, you are not the boss of me. We are partners. And partners, we can create amazing things. So let's see what he wants you to create. It says here that understand that people are looking at you differently than you think, that they're looking at you with admiration and longing. You have to understand that, because you tend to think of yourself as invisible, but not so. Understand that giving up on an old way, this is a coffin, but what it means is ending of old ways and beginning of new things. So that holding on to the past isn't good. You have to let it go away, mourn it, and then move forward. And then he's telling you, when you do this, you can become joyful like a little kitten. You can be playful and jump around and do things, and that's your true destiny, is to find that joyful energy inside of you, and he will help you find that destiny. Yay. Okay.
All
You
right.
should just come visit me. All right.
All righty. Next up, we have Gozia, December 9th, 1972, from Wheaton, Illinois.
Okay, this is Sylvianus, and Sylvianus is a fairy that has to do with native energies, so indigenous people energies, the people who live, he's usually around people who live close to the earth. So when he appears, he's telling you to take the paleo diet. He would be very good he would be helpful if you would take the paleo diet. He wants you to honor the 4 directions. He wants you to look at the indigenous things in life, and that will unlock all the mysteries of the earth for you. So let's see what he's telling you. Good news comes from being with horses. I mean, literally. He would like you to understand horse energy. So you might have been, as a child, entranced by horses. Maybe even now you're entranced by horses. But the more you're around horses, or pictures of horses, or understanding horses, and I would actually go and touch that beautiful velvety snout of a horse, because it's going to unleash something for you. Okay, next, recognition, that he wants you to stand up and take your power into your hands. That's very important for you. And then, lastly, when you do, you will have the key to success. Accept your power. Go back to animals and being one with the animals and the wonderful energy of horses. And then the key to success, and you will know where the road is going to take you. He's a very good fairy to have as a friend. Okay, take care.
All right, there you go, Gozia. We appreciate it. Melissa, you're next. Gemini from Los Angeles, California. Thank you, Amy, she says.
Thanks, Melissa. Okay, you know what, Melissa? We're going to have to just wait a second, because I've got to shuffle the cards. I want to make sure to get that energy all the way through the cards. So when you're doing readings with the fairies, I have them spread out on the side, and they're face down, so I'm just ruffling through them. With what they're saying, because we're doing a dual deck reading, we want to make sure that we have a chance to get the energy right. So let's see who your fairy is. Wow. This is the fairy that makes rainbows. His name is Chris. Isn't that nice?
His name?
Her name is Chris.
Okay.
They tend to paint naked fairies. Oh well, because some fairies don't really have to wear clothes, do they? So painting rainbows is about how do you take the things in your life, and it's Melissa, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you take, Melissa, the things in your life, and how do you switch it to the beauty of a rainbow? So one of the ways is to stop irritating energy. So it's either yours or it's somebody else's. Oftentimes, and I have a hunch that you're a little bit intuitive yourself, you see the potential of people, and then you get irritated that they're not living up to their potential. So she's saying you want to erase that. When you do, this beautiful yellow energy comes out to enhance the rainbow when you look at people as interesting rather than as annoying. Okay, next she's telling you that you need to understand, that's what the book is about, understand that the world is changing, and as you understand and accept that the world is changing, all the colors of the rainbow will come from your heart. And then last, the crossroads. You need to move. You need to move on down the road. What is that? The yellow brick road. Move on down the yellow brick road, because that's where your adventure lies. And so she wants you to move on down the road, and when you do, there'll be huge, beautiful streams of color behind you, and everything will be perfect. Okay, take care.
All righty, Rosa's next.
Okay.
She's the Gemini from Montgomery.
Okay, Rose.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. It's not. This is for somebody else. Rosa did this for somebody.
Okay.
It's Maria. Okay, Maria was born June 8th, 1971. She's a Gemini in Montgomery.
Okay, this is another one of those leaf fairies, but this one is the fairy that changes the future. So his name is actually Ark, and he changes the future for people. He waves his hand, and you know how sometimes you're standing outside and then the vegetation just blows a little bit, but you don't even feel any wind. That's him. He's changing things. He's changing the way things are. He's very interesting, and not at all evil, but you have to, when that wind blows, that's the scent of change. So change is coming. So he says that you want to be careful as this change is coming. You want to embrace the change. You want to, though, watch out for people who are trying to take you away from your path. So that's what's so important, okay? You don't want to have people selling you a bill of goods. Watch out for that, because that's going to take you away from the path. Next, he says that playfulness and joy is going to open the doorway to your future. And lastly, there's going to be good news coming at the end of July. So if you're playful, joyful, and you don't listen to people who are trying to sell you a bill of goods, everything is going to be great, and he's going to be right there to help you. Okay, take care.
Okay. And this is Rosa. She's a Virgo from Montgomery, Illinois as well.
Okay, Rosa. Oh, wow. You have a sliff. Sliffs are, Dave is, you have to understand, I'm holding this up for Dave to see too. Sliffs are seductive. They're, they like you to be the best that you can be. They want you to change your hair or push back your hair so somebody can see your earrings. Sliffs are about beauty. They're about being the most, letting all your energy flow forward. So many times we hide. You know, that I think that's something that people don't realize. We don't want to have people pay attention to us. So she's saying, Rosa, we're going to have people pay attention to you, and it's going to be good. And then next, pay attention. She has the card that's the being recognized. So allow people to recognize you. Oh, love. Allow people to recognize you, and then true love is going to come into your life. You're going to have an interesting July. And then more, you know, I've actually never seen this, where the two love cards come up together. Ever in all my readings, which is really interesting. So it means that there is right around the corner heart, true, real, meaningful love, and also romantic, fun love. So wow, July is going to be good. We should have drinks. Okay, take care.
All righty. Thank you very much, Rosa. Next up, we have Jeannie. She's a Cancer from Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, Jeannie, it's the piper. The Pan thing from Greek mythology, where he drank and he was frivolous. Okay, the fairy piper is a little bit different. The piper provides the music that makes the world turn. So you might be feeling very musical. If you do have some kind of musical instrument that you play, or you have songs in your head, or you want to go out and hear music, that's because this fairy is with you. That's just, the piper is a wonderful fairy. So let's see what kind of music you should listen to. The fish is the music of abundance and joy. And so you want to have joyful music that's going to be radiating through your heart. The next one is the park. So it would be being joyful in the out of doors. So if there's any kind of concerts or outside concerts, that's what you should go to. And then lastly, don't be afraid to travel, because you can find different kinds of music for your soul in different locations. Okay, have a good summer.
All righty. And let's see, Ginger's next. She's a Cancer from Northwest Florida.
Most of you have heard about the Green Man. He was in Norse mythology, and he's often painted into trees and things like that. He's considered to be very lucky. The Green Woman, however, is a trickster. So like Coco Pele in the Native American thing, she's tempting you to try different things. She's coming out and going boo, you know. So you have her in your life, which means your life is going to be a little chaotic in July, but it's also very good because it takes you outside of your comfort zone. She is very attached to the Green Man, so the two of them together have the energy of change. So let's see here. Mountains. So she's going to push you to go west, dear girl, or if you're not, where is she from?
She's from Northwest Florida.
Okay, so you're going to have to go to find some mountains, someplace that where the birds fly high and they're singing, and you can look at those mountains. Dave and I have been lucky to travel all over the place, and one of the favorite places was Phoenix, where we saw the mountains, right, Dave? And it was just awesome, because for us Flatlanders, we live out where we're really literally 3 doors away. There's just all farm country. So you go like 60 feet away and you feel like, oh my God, there's nothingness here. But you want to go to the mountains. That's important. So she's going to nag you until you do. When you do, she'll give you a gift, and that'll be the gift of great good luck. And then lastly, she's going to release all those thoughts that you have in your head, the things that say, I can't do it, I don't have enough money, I don't want to, I don't have the time. She's going to, you can do it. Just come on with me. And so don't be afraid to do that, because a little adventure never hurt anyone. All right, take care.
There you go. I think her nickname's Gingerbread, by the way.
Gingerbread, okay, good.
That's cute.
That's cute.
All right. Next up, we have Judy. She's an Aries, Franklin Lakes, New Jersey.
Okay, Judy from New Jersey, you have the fairy godmother. Isn't that beautiful? So the idea of Cinderella and the bibbidi-bobbidi-boo fairy godmother is true. The fairy godmother does come when our wishes seem to not be coming true, and she waves her wand and they come true. So you have the ability to make wishes come true for yourself and others this next month. So let's see what kind of wishes. 1, travel. So being able to have the resources you need in order to do the things you want. So your ship is going to come in. That's very magical. Next, you're going to hear the whispers of the earth from Snake. So she's called Sachamama. So she like crawls with her belly on the earth, and so she knows things. And so she's going to tell you secrets that you're going to have. So your fairy godmother is going to let you in on the secret, which is really good. Don't you ever want to know what the cool people are thinking? That's what's going to happen. So this one is good news. She's going to have you get that invitation to the ball. So listen to your fairy godmother, and she's going to open up a doorway during July that's going to make your August amazing. All right, take care.
All right. Thank you, Judy. We appreciate it so much. Okay, Sinara's next. This has to be from Brazil.
Okay.
Because she was born either November 12th or
She's from Brazil.
well,
The date is first. And then
it says
the month.
11/12/1968.
So she's no.
Don't they put the year first when they're doing that?
No, they put the date.
So it'd be
and then,
December 11th,
Yeah.
1968.
Okay.
And she's a
You're hurting my brain.
well, no, but you tell me.
It would be my birthday is 4/2/47, so it would be 2/4/47.
She's a Sagittarius.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So then it's November. Okie dokie.
Sagittarius. Here, maybe you can read that. Well, it's interesting how it's done.
Okay. Let's
Just
see.
just below the, right there.
She just says she's a Sagittarius
I know, but it says Sagittarius or something.
because she's Portuguese.
I know. It was interesting
It
seeing it
is
in a different
interesting.
language.
So what did you see when we used to visit Brazil all the time?
What did I see?
Little gnomes.
I did?
Yeah. And my Brazilian friends all have little garden gnomes all over the place. Gnomes are
okay.
big, okay? They represent kind of joy and innocence and niceness. And so everybody I know has a garden gnome. Up here, they're very rare. You just don't see them too much. We have garden fairies or garden other things, but not these little cute little gnomes everywhere. Even in the really holy places, there'll be this whole setting of garden gnomes. And it's like, it was very confusing to me. But what it means is your inner joy. That's what it means. You need to allow the gnome to make you laugh. You need to smile at it. Smile at the antics of the gnome. Oftentimes the gnome doesn't get to do what they want to do, you know. It's a sort of like a rabbit and the rabbit and the chicken or fox or whatever where the boulder falls on him all the time. Peter Rabbit. It's like the story of wanting things and then never being able to get them. Wile E. Coyote.
The Roadrunner, dude.
Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. That's it. So that's what the gnome thing is about. So let the gnome enter your heart. Laugh with the gnome, not at the gnome, and let's see what he has to tell you. Okay. So he says that you have to get some skills. See, the swords isn't necessarily being mean. The sword says you have to get a skill. Go to school, learn something from somebody, and when you get that skill, you're going to be unstoppable. That's really good. Next one is Star, which is like one of the luckier cards in the deck. When you get the skill, you're going to have all kinds of good luck coming to you. And this is like over the next 3 months. And then just what all my good Brazilian friends do, they're able to have a good time with their friends. And so you'll be able to go out and you'll be able to have a good time with your friends, and your heart will open and all is going to be well. You take care, and thanks for writing in.
All right, and I think we have another one.
Okay.
Marty from Marivalda.
Okay.
And she was born December 16th, 1952. The date is Brazilian style.
Okay. Okay. So if you like not Crown of Thorns.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. If you like that show, that movie has a lot of evil and darkness, and then a lot of light, and the bad people catch their cookies, and the good people go forward. It's about the life is darkness and light. So you have the Dark Lady, and the Dark Lady means that you yourself have magic inside of you, and you have to choose between going the route of the Dark Lady and between embracing the light. She's not necessarily evil. The problem is that she believes that her dark magic is the way to go. She truly believes it. And so, like in that one particular show, the Dark Lady has she burns a child at the stake because she believes that child is bringing bad energy to the kingdom. She really believes it. She saw it in the embers of a fire that this is what should happen, and she believes that the gods are telling her. We have evolved from there, where we don't have to listen to that, where we can be magical ourselves and get rid of dark energy. We don't have to use her dark magic. But in you, she's still there, which is okay. You just have to manage her, because she only wants your best. So let's see what she has to tell you. She says that, funny I mentioned burning, that this is the things that are not working for you, you have to get rid of. So I would actually, old love letters, things like that, I would burn them. Next, she says that the people who are making noise around you, roaring and huffing and puffing, that they don't really mean anything. And if you don't pay attention, if you get rid of old attachments, you don't pay attention to people who are yelling, you will have your highest expectations met. And you can do it in the light. You don't have to worry about what she's saying. It's going to be a good July for you. Take care.
All right. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Did I say it right?
Very good. You did.
Fine. Okay, good. Jackie's next. October 22nd from Round Lake, Illinois.
One should just, this is one of the Leaf people, Honesty. He's actually, I would love to meet him in person. So sometimes when the leaf blows and you see something underneath, that's this particular fairy. And he, with his eyes that are red, he sees the things that the wind blows in, and he sees the things that the wind blows out. It's a beautiful fairy. He sees the tides of things. So he has to tell you that fortune is coming, good fortune. That's what the pig is all about. Don't go worrying. Don't be sad, because you are going to have all of the resources you need to do what you want to do. And he's also saying, look, you need to sometimes clear the decks, get rid of things. Get rid of things in your place that might have negative energy. And I think that's one of the things that moving has done for me. It's gotten rid of a lot of negative energy, and now everything that around me are things that I've picked out that I love. And so you can make that choice. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you just move things out and store them away someplace and bring in beautiful, lovely things that enhance you. And lastly, this is nice. He's always about the key to success. He wants you to know what's in the breeze. He's actually smiling. He wants you to know all of the techniques and things to be successful, because he wants to look out from his leaf when it blows, and he wants to see you being joyful. So that's she's a very good one to have. So take care.
Okay, thank you very much, Jackie. We appreciate it as always. Victoria is next. October 5th, 1956, from Bartlett, Illinois.
Okay, Victoria, you have the Master Maker. When you want to be, say, the best Reiki person, the best psychic, the best reader, the best healer, the best numerologist, the Master Maker comes. So you could even be the queen too. He can make you the queen. But he comes to help you master whatever it is that you desire. So I really like him. He's really nice. And he's another one of those where you often see him as this pinpoint of light. So the Master Maker, when he comes, it's time to go back to school. It's time to step back and say, what am I missing? Help me to learn what I'm missing so that I know what it is. It's very interesting. Okay, so he wants you, this is funny, to be joyful like a child. He wants you to laugh. He wants you to allow yourself to be guided. Go ahead and let somebody take care of you. Okay, oops. And then he wants you to know that when you do, good luck. This is one of the luckier cards in the deck. Good luck, the sun is going to come out, and he's going to help you be the best that you can be. Okay, take care.
All right, there you go, Victoria. I got another Brazilian here. This is Tanya.
Tanya.
And she's from Goiânia, Go Brazil.
Tanya, how are you?
She was born April 11th, 1956.
Oh my gosh, and look what you've got. You've got the fairy, she's the one that's kissed by the pixies. It's so interesting because she is the fairy that helps you deal with natural things like flower essences and gemstones and things that help people. She is the master of the fairies, and so she's helping you be the master of the fairies using all of their knowledge about all of the things natural, right? She's bringing that to you so you can help people. Wow, this is the perfect fairy for you. And she says that when that happens, people are going to recognize all of your efforts. So that actually, when this recognition card comes up in conjunction with her, you can get quite well known for your knowledge of herbs and things like that, natural remedies. That the outside, the park and the nature is where you're going to find them. So she will talk to you as you take a walk. She will show you things. It's not her knowledge isn't always just in books. You'll be walking along and the moonlight will glint on a rock. Pick up that rock because she will tell you how to use it, how to enhance the properties of the things around you. And then lastly, there's a mentor for you, some man who's going to come and who's going to help you to do the things, to help you to put it all together. So she's saying, I'll give you the knowledge and I'll give you the helper to make it all come true. That's a beautiful fortune, Tanya. Take care.
All right. Obrigado, Tanya. All right. This one's also from Brazil, from Salvador Bahia, Brazil. I want to say Nozette.
Okay.
Nozette? Yeah, Nozette. Nilzete.
Okay, that's good enough.
All right. And she was born April 3rd, 1968. She's an Aries.
Wow, she's almost my birthday, which is April 2nd. Okay, sweetie, this is the fairy of the waters. So water is very, very important to you. And if you're interested in doing any kinds of healing, one of the most powerful things is water that's energized with gemstones, energized with moonlight. Water can carry, it's one of the few things on earth that actually can absorb negative energy and carry positive energy. So she's there to help you actually be magical with water, which is really good. And she wants you to use water in conjunction with beautifying things. So it would be flower essences, plant essences, essences of the sea. You know, some of the most beautiful beaches I've been to have been in Bahia. So to go ahead and you can take a little bottle of water and ask that the sea gives its energy to the water. So that's what this is about, making the water beautiful. And then happy home, creating essences that have people have happy homes. Because I think one of the things that's the most sad is when you feel as if you're not safe anywhere, that your home isn't very happy. As a matter of fact, I just spent all afternoon putting a fountain in my home because I needed that water feature, because I've always had water or running water by any of my homes, and so this is the first time I live like literally on a farm on the prairie, and so there's no water there, but I needed to have a fountain, so getting a fountain for your happy home would be good. And she's telling you that someone is looking at you with love and longing, that someone is wanting to be part of your life. I think that's very exciting. So towards the end of July, that person will make themselves known. Take care.
All righty. Let's see. Next up, we have Nikki.
Okay, Nikki.
Aberdeen, Scotland.
Nikki, how are you?
Yeah, she was born, let's see, the August 22nd, 1975.
Inti, this is the fairy of future, looking at the crystal ball. She comes along and helps you if you do readings like I do, or if you want to know for yourself and for your family what fortunes lie ahead, right? So she is really, really helpful to you in that. And so she wants you to see the endings of things. So she is saying that it's very important to know and to help others to realize that sometimes they have to end the way things are happening and not be afraid of the future. She says that if you do this, that there will always be abundance and money for you, that you won't have to worry about lack. And then she says that, oh, this is really interesting, that you will have more than enough to give to all of those around you. When you see these two cards together, it means that sometimes it's not just money, it's energy, it's time, it's the running around and taking courses and stuff, but that she's going to see to it that you get all the education you can, and that you're going to be able to take that education and help others and have the flow of abundance move through your life. Take care, Nikki.
All right. And I want to remind everybody, if you haven't heard already, we're having a spoon bending and rock and roll meditation class for Amy's mediumship and psychic development class happening Friday. 7 o'clock.
Hey, that's something you guys could do in Scotland. You just give me a call and I'll tell you how.
Yeah, 7 o'clock here at 2343 Douglas Road in Oswego. And if you need directions, 630-554-5040 is the number to call. And the class is made possible by your kind and generous donations.
We, a long time ago, much to the dismay of my cohorts, I stopped charging for classes. When I'm on the road and in different countries, I need the help of the people to make donations to kind of cover my expenses. But even then, I would just say make a generous donation, so people come. And to tell you the truth, when I did that, people who don't have very much money can come, and other people make up for it, and I've never really lost, because I make the same as I would have. So that's why we say generous donation. Just just come, and if you have $20, give $20. If you have 20 cents, give 20 cents, and it doesn't make any difference. Okay.
All right. Norma's next. Let's see. She just celebrated a birthday yesterday, July 4th, 1983. Happy birthday, Norma. She's from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, Norma. July 4th is, in my family, there were 3 people born on July 4th, and my mother got married on July 4th, and my grandmother was born on July 4th. It's like crazy July 4th. So you have the sage. That's very interesting because it's not only just a fairy, it's a stage of life where you're moving into wisdom. And so the wisdom fairy is with you, the sage, looking at things and understanding that things can be so much different if you look at them in a different way. And that there's always the top, bottom, and underneath of things. And so the sage is going to help you be wise. And you're going to be wise to find wholeness in your life, to find the peace that you desire. He's going to help you to find that. He's going to help you to anchor yourself into good luck so that you're not going to worry anymore. He's going to help you to have the beautiful energy of the knowing, okay, that knowing that it's the right way, and then to bring in the sunshine, to chase away the dark clouds here, and to bring in the sunshine. So listen to the sage. He's going to help you to be very wise, and he's going to be a great partner for you. All right, take care, Norma.
All right, thanks, Norma, and happy birthday again. Okay, Carrie's next. October 2nd, 1964. Originally from Indiana, but now residing in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Hi, Carrie. Wow, you have the fairies of the future. So, the future isn't exactly set, but it's the fairies that tend it try always to make it the best for everybody. So you have what's called, because of them, the knowing. They're there with you to give you the knowing, to have your heart open up to joy and to say, like, wow, these fairies see things in different ways I hadn't thought of, and this is so exciting. So let's see what the future they're telling you about. They're telling you, get ready for abundance. That's what the bear is. So the bearish market, go ahead and invest. Even if you have no money, you can still invest. You can do a money box. So the money box is where for 7 days you put $1 in, and then the next day $2, and the next day $4, and the next day $8. And then you can take that money that you have, and you know what? We can all find that money. And then you set it aside, and then you rest for 7 days. If you keep going, it can get to be way too much money. But he's just explaining to you about money and how to use it to your best interests. He's saying that the thing that has caused you the most grief in your life will go away, and that you're open to a new future right now. And so the fairies of the future say, in the future, at the end of July, you're going to discover partnership, and that partnership is really going to honor you. So take care, Carrie.
All right, thank you, Carrie. Janice is next. It's Capricorn from Yorkville.
Okay, Janice. The retriever. We had this most wonderful dog, Bob Marley, and unfortunately he passed, and we really miss him terribly. But as much as we tried to get him to catch a ball, we'd roll a ball, and he would never bring it back. He'd just look at it. And it was so funny watching, because Dave would play with him, and he'd roll the ball, then Dave would run, get the ball, and bring it back and try to show him what to do. And I thought to myself, wow, the dog is having fun with Dave, making him retrieve the ball. So the retriever means that you're going to be able to change circumstances. So if you were to open up a door and throw a ball into the room, you can go in and get it, close the door, open it up, and throw it in again. So the retriever gives you multiple chances to change your future. It's really good. And so here, the retriever is saying that you have the opportunity to have rugged good health. You have the opportunity to end things that no longer honor you. And you have the opportunity to beautify your life. So if you're not doing one of those things, just do it again. And it's going to be all fine, and he'll help you do that. Okay, take care.
All right.
Bye, little retriever.
Next up, we have Ennis.
Ennis.
From Salvador Bahia, Brazil.
Okay.
Let's say October 13th, 1966, a Libra.
Okay. This is a very, he's a joy fairy, but he derives his joy from natural things of the earth. So it's like Salute, where he wants you to try organic vegetables. He wants you to try, well, organic wine. He's not against wine, but he wants you to have a life that's more natural. And when you do that, you bring in that joy and camaraderie of all those around you. So he's a very interesting fairy because he's about companionship, but at the same time companionship in a healthy way. So he's saying here that you may have to move your house. You may have to move where you live in order to be in that harmony. He says that loyalty is very important to you, so that you don't want to put up with people who are disloyal or who gossip. And then lastly, he says that the moon is your friend, and it's going to bring out all the beauty that you wishes in your life. So he's a very good one for you. Okay, dear, take care.
All right, thanks, Ennis. All right, Patty's next. August 24th, 1953, from Ontario, Canada. Says happy happy 4th to you guys, eh?
Okay, so this is Ecstasis. As you can see, she's one of the queen of the orbs. She brings in the fairy kingdom into our world so that we can actually see it. So you would be very good at going out at night with your little camera and taking different kinds of pictures, because when she's around you, you'll see all the different orbs and things. You'll be able to take some pretty amazing pictures. She's about accepting miracles in your life, which I think is just absolutely beautiful. So she wants you to not worry about storms. She says that storms are beautiful and they bring in all kinds of electric energy. She says that look for a mentor. Look for someone with red hair. Look for a mentor that's going to come in and help you, that's going to listen to you, that's going to make you joyful. And then lastly, she tells us that there's going to be a lot of success coming towards the end of the month. And she wants you to be ready for it. And she wants you to know she'll never leave you, that she'll always be there guiding you and helping you. She's a really nice one to have in your corner. Okay, take care.
All righty. Thank you there, Patty.
Okay, Patty.
All righty. Next up, Marcia. Did we already do Marcia, Amy?
We did do a Marcia, you said.
Marcia. No, we did Marcia.
Okay, so Marcia, sorry, no true readings.
All right. No, that's cheating. All righty. Well, we have Katia.
Katia?
Amofadas y todos los seres y elementales.
The elementals, okay.
That's it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see, and look at the fairy. It's Lasune, and she's the fairy of the elements. She's the wind fairy. She puts her face in the wind, and she feels the winds of change and how beautiful it is. She's a very nice fairy, and she wants to tell
crazy!
you.
You just picked that out, huh?
Yeah, isn't that something? And she wants to tell you to not be afraid of the more natural. It's not religions. It's more of a philosophy. So although there's a lot of mediumship and things down in Brazil, that the natural religions or the natural philosophies are suitable to you. That listening to nature and understanding what nature has to say is as important as listening to the spirits. She wants you to understand the messages that you're getting and share them. And don't be afraid about that, because you're going to make the world a better place. And then lastly, she wants you to know that you're going to have all of the energy and the strength to conquer mountains, to move above mountains, to move mountains, and that she will be there giving you the strength. And once again, that's what she looks like. She's really beautiful. Okay, dear, take care.
All righty. Last but not least,
Whoops.
we got Trucker Dan. He sends 4th of July greetings to everybody. He's a Scorpio from Bolingbrook, originally from San Bernardino, California.
Okay, Dan. Dan and I have shared the past month or so of being tired. So Dan, you have the singer of connections. So that means that this month is the month to make those connections, to make changes in your life. And you can see she's actually very electrical. So she is telling you that, number one, you have great good luck right now. She's bringing the good luck to you. Number two, that all of the craziness and the things that have been filling your head, the crazy thoughts are going to leave. And lastly, that there's going to be great joy in something. So it's like a love, but it's a love of a job or the love of something that you're doing, that enthusiasm for something is going to open up in your heart, and you're going to be enthusiastic once again, which is just what you've always wanted. So take care, Dan. Love you. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, there you go. Another show in the can.
Another show in the can.
Okay. Well, I hope we get as many views. You folks out there, we want to thank you so much for watching.
We do. It's been great.
6,100 plus.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and we'll be there next week. And look, I'll post the reading on the show in just a minute, so you can be one of the first in line. The quicker you react, the quicker you're going to get your reading. Okay, dears, take care. Love you.